Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the Daily Blend. I am your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Don Lafferty, who is the Director of Impact Support Services. How are you?
I am great. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Thank you for joining us. So for those of us who haven't heard or don't know about Impact Support Services, tell us a little bit about your organization.
All right. Yesterday, 50 years ago, we celebrated the incorporation of our agency. We are a 50-year-old agency that provides services to individuals with disabilities, predominantly individuals with a developmental disability.
50 years.
50 years.
So happy birthday.
Thank you. We had a big ribbon cutting yesterday, and it was wonderful.
A big ribbon cutting to celebrate 50 years of doing some important work in this community.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us about the services that you provide, some of the services you provide. I know there's a great deal.
There are a great deal. And let me go. Most people still know us as our old name, Alternative Community Training or ACT. But 2 or 3 years ago, we decided to go north with our new name, Impact Support Services. We're still the same company, still doing the great work, but we thought to get more involved with the community, we thought a name change and a new corporate office on Chapel Hill was beneficial to our agency and to help individuals with disabilities to get more involved in our community. Boone County has already been a great place. We think we can become a better community, a better city, a better county if we continue to allow people with disabilities to live in our neighborhoods, to work in our businesses, to design our businesses, to allow individuals to come shop there better. So individuals with disabilities have the resources to go to all the events you and I get to go to. So we have a vision of an inclusive community where everyone belongs, everyone participates, and everyone is valued.
Yes, that's important.
It is important.
Important and a great vision right there.
Thank you.
And you guys are working hard to make that happen.
We are working very hard. We provide about 30 to 35,000 hours of support every month to help about 250 individuals live, work, and enjoy Boone County.
Wow. And how do you do that specifically?
Well, our largest program is our residential program, and we were the very first provider back in 1990 to actually provide the service in the state of Missouri. Our long-term executive director, who retired 7 years ago, worked with the state of Missouri Departmental of Health, and we created a Medicaid waiver. We're Medicaid funded, and to allow individuals with disabilities to live in their own home in neighborhoods you and I get to live in. Yeah. So that's our largest program. We also have a program for individuals that we can't find them a job yet. We have a day program, kind of like an activity program. So instead of staying at home during the day, they come to our program and they just have fun. The last 3 times I've tried to give a tour of that building, I've gone in there, nobody there because they're all out having fun and throughout the whole state of Missouri. So those are our 2 largest programs.
Those are your 2 largest.
Yeah, and some of our other smaller programs that are really starting to grow, again, is our employment program. Finding a job for a person with disability, it's a life changer. Having the resources to go to a Mizzou baseball game, to go to a Mizzou football game, to go to a movie, to go to Applebee's once a month. It makes the world difference to have a job. In Columbia, since we've changed our name and starting to get more involved with the Chamber of Commerce, who did our ribbon cutting yesterday, we've had more businesses contact us to say, hey, we got some jobs here. We think if you can help us find the right person. So we've had a nice growth in our employment program. We call that Career Services. And then one of our newer programs is our Youth Services program, where some kiddos come to our facility right after school. We have about 20 kids. So that way mom and dad can work through the rest of the day. And then during the summer, it becomes a summer school program. So the kids have something to do during the summer.
You guys are working with all ages.
Yes, we are. And the youth is an area that I see down the road strategically as an area that we want to improve upon. We want to grow larger with our youth services because we see a real need with the youth in our community, mostly individuals with disabilities. The quicker we can start providing them services, the less services they'll probably need down the road.
That's very smart. Mm-hmm. Very smart way to think about it. Mm-hmm. So getting more involved with the youth earlier.
Right.
So then they need less of the services as they get older.
Yeah. So we see a lot of potential for youth and more adults with disabilities to benefit from our services. And that's the one thing I do want to say about our services. We design our services around them. They come to us, and if there's a service we're not doing and no one else, if someone else is doing it, we're not trying to wrap our arms around people. We're trying to help all individuals with disabilities, even if they don't choose our services. We put them in contact with other agencies, but if there's not a service here, our history, all of our programs I just said, we were one of the first, if not second, in the state of Missouri to provide those services. So we'll create a service if there's something that's needed in our community.
What can the community do to support you guys?
Well, like I first said, community businesses, hiring somebody with a disability, not only is it the right thing to do, it improves your bottom line. hiring somebody with a disability. You get better attendance, you get better morale at work, you get better productivity. Columbia also could help us out. We're struggling to find affordable homes. Up until 3 years ago, we had always looked for investors or current homes on the market to rent for our individuals to help them live there 24/7, 365. 3 years ago, I couldn't find a home. So we have created an LLC, and we have now bought 5 homes in Columbia, and we just built a 6th home, a universal design home with 2 roll-in showers for individuals in wheelchairs. The only way we can make it affordable is through donations. So we're getting to the end of the point where we can do that on our own. We're going to need Columbia to help us raise some capital so we can build or buy more homes for individuals, because we want to live them in nice neighborhoods, safe neighborhoods, and homes that you and I wouldn't mind growing old into.
Yes, absolutely. And you guys have an event coming up on October 17th.
We do have an event. We love Columbia. We love Boone County, so we're having a public event at Lakeside Ashland, October 17th. We're going to have a balloon there for tethered rides. We're going to have food and games, and we just want Columbia. You've been part of our history, and we want to celebrate it with you. So please come down to Lakeside Ashland, October 17th, and 4 to 7 o'clock. And there's an event afterwards, and they've said individuals can come, but there's then going to be a movie right around 6:30, 7 o'clock. So it should be a great evening.
Yeah, they do those movies out there on Friday night, so we can just roll right into the movie after you guys' event.
Yeah.
All right. And so your website is impactmissouri.org.
Correct.
All right. And so people can look up your website. They can find all the information they need. I'm sure that event information is out there as well.
It will be if it's not.
All right. And we can find ways to support impact support services. We can support individuals in this community that live with disabilities, work with disabilities, and play in this community with disabilities.
Absolutely.
Same as you and I.
Yes.
Same as you and I. All right. Well, I'm telling you, thank you. This has been great. Good information for all of us to have. And if you have businesses, we need to keep all this in mind, correct?
Correct.
All right. Thank you so much, Dan, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate having you here.